Doni Jones live, Doni Jones live. It's Doni Jones live, Doni Jones live.
Welcome back to Doni Jones live, where I'm a choke Marty.
No, don't choke me. You know,
no,
because
if they've already got the 5, okay, this is piggybacking.
Wait,
we're
talking about
COVID and eating healthy, and he's saying you can't eat healthy in urban communities, which is a lie.
What I am saying, see, don't be the Republican and try to twist the words.
I'm not a Republican, I'm
What
independent.
I said is, you made the statement that everybody should be able to eat healthy.
They should be. Yes, there are food
deserts.
There are food deserts in this country.
Right now, people are coming to.
I can go to the poorest. I work in some of the poorest communities in Atlanta, and I will stop at a convenience store. I'll get myself a bottle of water, a banana, and a protein bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because you're visiting one of these poor communities, and you went to their convenience store, you was able to buy a banana and a water, and everybody should be able to live off of.
I went to
Wait, let me make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. Everybody should be able to live off a banana and some water.
Ingles. I went to Ingles, which is another grocery store that
doesn't go into black communities.
It's in black communities. It is on
Hairston
Road. On Hairston Road. And you know what? You know where I went in there and did? I bought one of those little pre-made salads.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually did it on one of my shows. If you go to YouTube and The Journey, I forget which day it is, but I actually stood there in the parking lot and put the salad dressing on my salad in a urban community where people say you can't get stuff healthy to eat.
Let me just make sure I'm understanding, because we touched on a few things, and you are upset with people that have more kids and 5 kids and stuff like that.
No, I'm not upset with them.
That
once you're in that position, you got to do your best to rise up out of it. There is this mentality that we can't do, and we can do.
I know. I do believe that we can always do better.
And that is a problem. I'm independent. I'm not Republican, but I do not like how Democrats come into our community and act like we're just so poor and we're just so downtrodden. And if they don't make some kind of policy to help us, woe is me. We just not gonna do better. I'm sick of it.
But
I'm sick of that mentality. Because we're not like that. There's greatness in our community.
Yeah, but you know what? I think this is the biggest argument that we all have. Because depending on how you were raised, where you're at in life, and what you've been exposed to, everybody can take those positions of, well, I got it. Why can't everybody else get it?
But,
wait. Let me finish. But then you have areas in this community that they do not have those same opportunities. The educational system in those communities aren't.
You're
giving
absolutely
you
right.
That
I'm agreeing with you.
And they live in this, and it does take maybe 1 or 2 people that can get out of there that come back and help.
And that's why I continue to go back. That's why I speak at schools. That's why I do stuff in the community I don't even advertise or talk about. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I care, and it's not about getting notoriety. It's not about saying, I was over at such and such school. I had an event I was at my daughter's college visit, and I was on a Zoom call for a local school in DeKalb County. Mm-hmm. And this school is doing great things in DeKalb County. They are talking about the STEM program, science, technology, environment, and what's the M stand for?
Math.
Yeah, see, I don't even know. So anyway, I'm over there and I'm speaking, exactly. But I'm saying they invited people into those schools. Mm-hmm. And there was me and a panel of other people that were talking about the environment, talking about science, giving these kids the idea that, listen, there's there's opportunities in in science and technology.
I should say it like this. There's not a situation where there's no hope for people. People can always do better. They can always strive better. Sometimes they do need assistance to get there.
And guess they do. They do need assistance to get there. But at some point, we've got to admit, if it is to be, it is up to me.
Right.
If it is to be, it's up to me. And I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. There was a lot of abuse.
Most of us.
There was a lot of abuse in our home. Yeah, my dad owned his own tree service, but he also went through a lot of ups and downs.
Right,
and
that's life.
I always say that the dude was mentally ill. He was never diagnosed, but I mean, there's just some stuff you just don't do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're crazy, which he was. I went through a lot of depression in our family. We have alcoholism that runs in our family, sexual abuse that runs in our family. I could have used that as an excuse to not do better. I'm an awesome mom. In fact, I perceive myself to be a rock star mom. I am an awesome mom. I did not have an awesome mom. I did not. My mom did the best she could with what she had and what she knew how to do.
Right.
But
And
my mom
you know
was not nurturing and stuff. So how did I learn to be nurturing?
You know what's interesting, Doni?
Because I wanted to do better.
Right. You wanted to do better, and I will say this: be thankful. Really be thankful, because you are in the small few of people that actually grew up with a dad or a father figure.
But he was a nut job.
Even though he was a nut job, but you had him in your life.
I did.
And you learned a trade from him that you're working with now, that made you a big company. So your father established you way back then.
Yes, but there's a lot of kids there's a lot of people from single parent moms that have done well for themselves.
They have, but then there's a lot of them that don't know who a role model is. They don't have a father in there.
I am agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you, but at some point in 2021, you stop choosing. You stop choosing to kick it with stupid men. And you want to know what you talk about my dad's influence, right? One of my dad's influence was, you don't sleep with stupid men and you don't let a man put a baby in you and he can't take care of you and he can't take care of himself.
That's why I said you had a wonderful, good father. That could put that into your head, because
wait, time out. We can pass those lessons down. We're having this conversation on air right now.
Right.
Somebody can hear that and go, wait a minute, I'm laid up with this dude butt naked and we getting ready to do whatever it is we getting ready to do. Yep. I ain't got a job. He ain't got a job. He got a baby mama already. You know, he's living with his mama, and I'm going to let this dude touch me? No, I'm not. I'm getting up right now and choosing to do different.
I'm going to get up right now, and I can do that, and I'm out here on my own, and I do understand what you're saying with that.
And there are men and women that choose differently.
Right. Hold on. Time out. Get off the soapbox for a second.
I like
and just hear. Right. Because what I'm saying is, you had someone that could tell you that. There are so many people that don't have.
I agree.
And here's the thing: by the time that they find that out, when I asked you that question in the first break of how do you reprogram yourself? Yeah. Because right now, in these communities,
listening to you, people can reprogram themselves.
Well, you hush. Let me finish the thought.
Okay, finish your thought.
Right. In these communities, if you don't have those positive role models, if you don't have those people that say, think things through about sleeping with this guy. If you don't have that, a lot of these people are programmed to live the ghetto life. Right. Because everything that they see, everything that's around them is the ghetto life. The people that, it was a young girl, actually it was a program that was on TV, that she was sitting there, and this is her honest opinion, talking to the producers. Wait, I know everybody's been in jail at least once or twice. And she's like, no, I haven't been in jail. You lying. Right. Everybody's been in jail.
Right. Because that's the perception. Right.
This is their life. This is what they've been around. This is what they've been exposed to. So when they get to the age of 25 or 26, and this has been everything that they've been exposed to, how do you reprogram that? Because they didn't have that father in the beginning.
You know what you do? Nowadays, in my opinion, nowadays there's no excuse. You want to do better? Just like you can Google Gucci Mane or Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion, Google, how do I get into a better situation? How do I get an education? How do I make more money? How do I learn about how my brain works?
I've dealt with people like this at the church. And this is what I have to actually change my approach to this. Because I've had some individuals that it's like, you know what, you need to get your life right. You need to get your life better.
You sometimes help them, you take them by the hand.
That's the thing. We constantly tell them, get better, do better. But we
don't tell them how.
But we don't tell them how. And it's like, well, just Google.
There's
how do you Google
steps.
Do better? Just think about that.
How can
just
I get
Google and do better.
Mardy, I'm gonna tell you a real story. Okay. How I met you. I don't know how to do what we do right now. I'm learning. Okay. When I met you, I didn't know how to do a show. We met because I was already doing something in my, with my tree service or whatever. Right. But I've always liked telling stories. I've always liked talking to people. I've always, felt good about sharing the ups and the downs of what I've been through, and I felt like I could be of service to people. So I didn't know how to do it, but I asked somebody, how do you do this?
Right.
How do you do this? The guy that I met you through, I said to him, I was like, man, because he was interviewing me. And I was like, man, this is so cool how you're able to do this. And he goes, well, you have a voice too. I was like, well, it's funny you say that because I actually do want to do that. I just don't know how to. How do you do that? And he said, well, you know what? The guy that's sitting on the other side of the booth, which was you, Marty, he knows how to do all that stuff. My mom always said a closed mouth don't get fed.
Right.
I said, I don't know how, and how do I do it to someone? And they in turn turned me to you. You've taught me so much about cameras. You've taught me so much about production. You taught me so much about getting my voice out there, my temperament, what things to do on camera and stuff like that. And I'm still working on that.
Right.
But your background, 20, 30 years in the industry, I said, how do I do it? And I got an answer. I'll be honest with you. Even with my own tree, I grew up in the tree care industry, but my dad was not a successful, long-term successful businessman. So when I got into this industry, I went to successful people and I said, how do I do this? And there were some people that listened and some people that didn't. I read books. I've said it 1,000, I've got my own book, Doni, From Failure to Fabulous.
Right.
I wrote this because I wanted it to be a simple how-to on how to become successful and get yourself out of this.
Right.
And I still got a long way to go. But there's books that are over 100 years old. Right now, I'm gonna tell somebody how to do it, and you know what? There's probably if 1,000 people are listening to me, only one person is gonna do it. There's a book out there that's been out there forever, Think and Grow Rich. There's another one called The Power of Positive Thinking. There's another one out there, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Right.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and guess what? I'm not the only person that talks about these books.
No.
You Google right now. There's not hundreds of thousands. There's millions of books out there on how to do that. All you do is Google it or YouTube it.
So assuming that everybody can read.
Oh God.
No, I'm saying these are the areas that you got to understand. Okay.
That's the beautiful thing. You ain't got to know how to read.
You got to have step 1, step 2. You know, and it's
Hey
easy.
Siri.
Huh?
Can you give me the audio version of Think and Grow Rich?
And how much does it cost? $13.99. Okay.
Free.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Think and Grow Rich is free.
Yeah, you can go online right now. You can go online right now onto YouTube and go put Think and Grow Rich in and the audio version. Somebody's got it online for free. The one that I listen to right now, The Science of Getting Rich, on audio right now.
The Science of Getting Rich?
The Science of Getting Rich.
Is that the same as Think and Grow Rich? Is that the same one?
This is a different one. This one's by Wallace Wattles. If anybody's familiar with that book, The Secret, it was based on the book The Science of Getting Rich, which is by Wallace Wattles.
Okay, yeah.
Free.
Let's take a break because you.
No, we can take a break. But these are the things that I'm talking about. These are the things I'm talking about. It's hard. And here's the thing, though.
Well, let me time out. We have to take a break.
Okay, let's. Okay.
She's got all up in there. Just real quick, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Doni Jones with with Marty McFly. We're talking about just, I guess, society and people, and how there's always 2 arguments to every situation. But we're gonna take a quick break and be right back. You're listening to Doni Jones Live with Doni Jones and Marty McFly.
Yeah.
It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live.